I was kind of asked by Walk, just would you like to do it, and I said I did, and that's all. I decided, okay, I'll give it a go, and here I am.
Because I like a peer rep because it's very good at communication, and it's good to talk about different people and different people's interests, hobbies, lifestyle.
To do meetings with Siri users and then to hopefully become a key worker.
Basically because I wanted to make a positive change to for people with disabilities to be able to speak out about things that need to be spoken out about.
You get to help people, you get to meet like new staff members, new people coming into Walk and people that are gonna go.
The right to vote, the right to be safe, the right to work, and right to education.
The ones that are important to me are kind of human rights and all that, and then having a voice that that people that you can represent people.
You have a right of not getting abused, and you have a right to eat. You have a right to education, and a right to freedom, and a right to work.
Freedom to do anything you want. Freedom, like being able to speak, love, talk to anyone you want, like be who you want to be, and work where you want to work, regardless of what gender you are.
The right to be you, the right to education, the right to work, and just things like that. Yeah, so basically I started Walk. When I started Walk, we were just doing more fun things because it's just your first year, just like activity wise. But then in the second year, it was more focused towards getting a job and living independently. So I started doing, I love tech, phones and Xboxes and all that. So I just started doing work experience. A lot of work experience with different people. I did one with a fella who went around to different schools and was fitting the tech. And then after that, there was jobs coming up on Facebook for people. I think it's more for people who the traditional interview way is, be harder for them. So it's kind of a bit easier. So I just applied for that and I got the job. So. Yeah, so basically I'm an IT technical support for internal use, so different people, we all get like company laptops and stuff. So if something breaks or they need access to things, then they have to go to their IT desk, and it's your responsibility to sort it out.
I work somewhere similar to Walk. It's called the KICS program. It's based up in, well, as far as I know, the last time I was up there was like 3 years ago before Corona. Not working there, but I was like helping out. I was like volunteering.
I find it really hard to vote. I need to have a family member there to support me to do it.
Just more support, like being like more recognised, because I'd say at least 70% of people with disabilities fake it. Like they fake being normal to do just to fit in. Like they hide in the corner, like regardless, like they could be depressed or anything like that, or else like they could have like a speaking problem, and still like just apologize for it and just keep on going as if it was normal. Personally, I have Asperger's and anxiety, so I struggle with all that. And like years ago, I used to like stay in the house all the time, not go out and afraid to talk to anyone. Even in school, like I knew people that would like had the same thing as me, but I still wouldn't talk to them. Or like I'll just go to class, do this and that. And I'll be struggling in the class because if I wanted help, I wouldn't ask. Like, I wouldn't know what to be doing. And when I do ask, like, everyone just, like, tells you to be quiet. And you'll be picked on just because you don't know or not as smart as everyone else.
Some people have difficulty of speaking. Some people find, some people unfortunately can't speak, and I feel bad for them in a way. And they need someone else to stand up for themselves. And some people feel like nervous or shy talking to different people.
More understanding.
As a person, count myself lucky. I have a job. But not everybody like that is like me. And it is a very, it's a very big problem that people might not get a job, that people who are like me, they might be completely not have a job or a house or for themselves or anything. So it is a big problem, but we have to keep on, we have to keep on banging the drum and telling you are okay, we're still on your case, we've got to keep doing it, keep telling, we have to do this, we have to keep the pressure on, because they're not going to get anywhere, like, you know, if they don't, because they just have to keep it up until they don't be giving up, don't give up. I'd like to think that everybody is equal, and I'd like to think that that those people would all have their dreams, they'd all have their hopes, they'd all still have some chance of actually getting somewhere in this world. We're not in this world to be doing nothing. You know, it's a terrible thing. You know, there are a lot of people who kind of giving up hope, but there are others who say, no, we have to believe we have hope. And that's what we have to do, because you don't like to hear sad cases of people saying, oh, I'm just giving up, it's hopeless. And, you know, I like to think that we still have hope in the world, that these people can still have something.